us at the airports for travel delays. Windy City, Chicago, good morning to you, which actually you got that nickname not because of the wind. It was more of a political story. But Chicago, today it's actually light wind, a little fog to start our day, and then rain and storms move in overnight. So let's time it out and talk about when the rain is coming in. Chris?
The Windy City, though, I mean, it may not have the strongest winds on average, but that cold biting wind in the winter. Boy.
Yes, and we are ready for our sunny season. And the snowbirds are ready to come down right for the holidays. So today we've got warm weather in South Florida, but with this east wind, we're going to keep the showers around. The rest of the southeast, we've noticed a big temperature change since yesterday. The front came through, scoured out the wedge, scoured out the low clouds, scoured out the rain, and actually it's going to be a much nicer day for you here today as the sun returns. But you can see those showers coming in on the east coast of Florida. That easterly flow is doing that. It'll bring more showers again to Fort Lauderdale, Miami. We're seeing some around the Space Coast, around Port Canaveral this morning. You've got some showers. If you're heading out on a cruise today, getting to the port will be with a few showers this morning. You'll see those moving in from east to west across central and South Florida right through the afternoon. You still can see some delays in the northwest. That's where the bulk of the issues were yesterday because of that big windstorm that came in. Here's a look at the national map. Overall, we're doing great this morning, and I think these next couple of days, today, tomorrow, and Thursday, I'll be pretty calm compared to what's about to come with the Thanksgiving holiday. Travelers, get ready for a little bit of rain out there. Minneapolis, you can see it by day's end. Oklahoma City, after fog this morning, could be a few delays with rain, but other than that, I think overall it's going to be a fairly good travel day, which is great news considering the volume that's going to start to pick up, right, Chris?
It's been 2 months since Hurricane Irma struck the Caribbean. While a lot of the focus has been on the damage in Puerto Rico due to Maria, the U.S. Virgin Islands took a major hit from Irma.
Yes, so Denise and John Obadge were on St. John. They were there when the storm hit, and now they join us this morning with an update on the recovery on the islands. John and Denise, good to see you again. And last time we spoke, it was just after the storm hit. You were still on St. John. There was a lot of damage and widespread destruction. How are things now?
Are hotels opening? Is the power back on? Where are we at with those?
You guys get this recovery done so quickly, especially when compared to Puerto Rico nearby. But it seems like you guys are making a lot of progress there on St. John.
To be able to go back full time.
You guys so much for joining us. Good to hear signs of recovery rate, especially getting into the holiday season. Folks want to take their trip to the islands.
And it sounds like some people can.
It's open.
You know, in some places.
Some of that cold air might create some pretty cool phenomenon in the sky. So this light pillar that you see right here in New Hampshire, this is a phenomenal look at this because the sky, you can just see just a little bit these streaks of light that are vertical. What causes these? Well, the answer actually is in the atmosphere. Here's another view from Wisconsin. This is fantastic because it was at sunset and you can see the light pillar right here. What it actually is a reflection of light that's on the ground going up, and you need to have ice crystals in the atmosphere. You need to have these hexagon-shaped ice crystals, millions of them, and they sort of create millions of mirrors that reflect the light back up into the sky. So those ice crystals have to be about midway between you and the light source. And again, you're just going to get that vertical view of the light. Oftentimes it's just plain old white light, but sometimes they're colored and they look so fantastic, right? But the thing about that is it's probably just like street lights and stoplights that are getting reflected back up into space. Still, it's most common in the winter and the colder climates. So if it's cold out, look for them in the evening. Chris.